This week on 18 Degrees North.
Children having children. Latin America and the Caribbean is the only region in the world where the birth rate among girls under age 15 has risen.
Everybody was talking about having sex, and I wanted to try to.
When it reached 7 months, oh God, I got through a rough time.
What's being done to get their lives back on track after they give birth? And then, a rigid law in the Dominican Republic drives some pregnant women to risk their lives in illicit backdoor abortion clinics.
I see something weird. I don't see her breathing. I hit on the face and say, Rosie, Rosie, Rosie. She wouldn't answer me. My baby sister was dead.
The effort to get the Dominican Republic to relax its grip. On this episode of 18 Degrees North.
"18 Degrees North" is brought to you by
Grace.
Grace Coconut Water presents A Few Seconds with the world's fastest woman.
When you step into the blocks, you've got to believe in yourself. Be yourself and always be good to yourself.
Life is fast. Hydrate well with Grace Coconut Water.
I love Gen Money Transfer.
Yo, love my JN Money Transfer card.
I love the way they understand me. I just love how the money reach real fast.
I love that it's my connection to home.
I love that it is so very convenient.
I love the way they help me say I love you.
I'm my thing this.
It's a love thing. Grace Coconut Water presents Quality Time with the world's fastest woman.
My life is fast. Even when I'm not on the track, I'm busy running around. I always take the time to refresh.
Life is fast. Hydrate well with Grace Coconut Water.
Hello, I'm Zara Burton and welcome to 18 Degrees North. It's from right here in Kingston, Jamaica, where every week we're going to take you on a global journey with us as we bring you a newer perspective on Caribbean affairs. And we begin tonight in Jamaica, which has one of the highest incidences of adolescent pregnancy in the Caribbean. Government figures showing some 18% of all live births occurring to teen moms.
But this statistic obscures a shocking reality. Children younger than 15 years are getting pregnant. In fact, Latin America and the Caribbean is the only region where the birth rate among girls under age 15 has risen. How is the state tackling this serious health, social, and even legal challenge? To get some answers, we're staying right here in Jamaica at 18 degrees north and 77 degrees west. For most teen girls, high school is about learning and having fun. But for more than 7,000 girls in Jamaica every year, high school gets interrupted as student life gives way to motherhood. 18-year-old Seychelle is one of them. As a child, she says it was her very own father who encouraged her to become sexually active. She asked us to photograph her this way.
Anytime I go down there for lunch money,
Anytime I go down there for lunch money, he tells me to go and get a man, or I should make my mother go get a man and take care of me.
And all those stuff.
One Christmas at a local treat, she met the man who would eventually father her son. She was 12, he was 22. After about a year, the relationship turned sexual.
I offered
him because he was good to me. Every morning he makes sure to wake me up at a certain time, 5 o'clock to get ready for school when I'm on the morning shift. He prepares my breakfast for me and makes sure to give me my breakfast money from overnight and my lunch money.
At only 13 years old, Seychelle says she was having sex with her boyfriend 3 times a week and without her mom knowing.
I just loved having sex with him.
I just loved having sex with him. Never used a condom. He said I was his personal, so he doesn't have to use a condom.
At 13, Seychelle became pregnant.
Well, it was hard, very hard. When it reached 7 months, oh God, I went through a rough time.
Since Seychelle gave birth in 2010, more than 440 other girls under the age of 15 have also given birth in Jamaica. Though the legal age of sexual consent is 16, many of them end up pregnant and here at this government-run center for teen moms. Zoe Simpson is the center's acting executive director.
The vast majority of these girls were engaged in sexual activities because maybe they were experimenting. Baby fathers would, in a lot of instances, be their peers, yes, peer-to-peer sex, and they're just really having a good time. There are some, mind you, who would have been raped and some who would have been in incestuous relationships. Those are very few.
14-year-old Shanika was raised in a strict Christian family, but got pregnant at 13 for her 17-year-old schoolmate after experimenting with sex just once.
Everybody was talking about having sex, and I wanted to try to.
Shanika's parents never discussed contraceptive use with her.
I believe I feel as a parent in the era of not introducing contraceptive, and probably not allowing her to be more open with me, sharing things with me, and so.
The challenges facing teen moms are many, from the physical and emotional trauma of giving birth to schooling.
To know that all my friends are in school and I'm out and everybody see me looking at me and talking stuff because I'm young and I can't say nothing to them because I'm the one carrying the baby and they're not carrying the baby, so I went through a lot of shame and disgrace.
There's also the legal question of when and whether to punish the men who get girls under 16 pregnant.
There is a young man's defense where an accused person who is under age 23, who is convicted of an offense for the first time and who can show that he had a reasonable belief, an honest belief that the complainant was above the age 16 or 16, would have a defense. Probation is sometimes ordered. Very strict guidelines are usually given as to the fact that this person has to shoulder their responsibility to the child.
For Seychelle, the state did try to arrest her baby's father, but he went into hiding.
Sometimes I'm sorry that he didn't face the charges because right now he's not taking care of the baby. If they had arrested him, they would have put him in a job and then he would have to take care of the baby.
Seychelle's son is now 3 and is supported by her mom and her sister who lives overseas. That's because she herself is jobless and had several problems finishing school, first of which was readmission to her old institution.
When I went down there, they said they couldn't accept me back because the other children knew about it. I said, that's not my business. I came back here to learn, not to watch people. But they said they couldn't accept me back.
It's stories like Seychelle's that prompted the government here in November to launch a new policy that guarantees school-aged teen moms get readmitted to the formal school system once they give birth.
This is not optional anymore. Yes, this is government policy.
Under the old policy, it was up to the discretion of the school.
It's no longer a negotiation for the girls. Their space is retained, not necessarily at the same school, but a space is in the school system for them. It's mandatory that they come to the program, then they go back to school.
Clearing the readmission hurdle is one thing. Graduating these teen moms is another. Through the Women's Center, Seychelle enrolled at a different school. But like almost half of teen moms in Jamaica who restart their education, Seychelle dropped out again, this time after being unable to afford her exam fees. Now as a stay-at-home mom with no qualifications, Seychelle is determined to figure out how to stand on her own 2 feet and provide for her son.
I'm going to go back to school.
I'm to go back to school and I know I'm going to get my certificate to go and do some courses and I'm going to do it. Father God is going to make me do this and ensure that I can take care of him to the fullest.
Jamaica may have succeeded in slashing the rate of teen pregnancy in half. It's now the 4th highest in the Caribbean, behind the Dominican Republic, Guyana, and Belize. But stories like Seychelle's and Shanika's and thousands of other teen moms, where the odds are now stacked against them, highlight just how much further the country has to go.
Coming up on 18 Degrees North, a rigid anti-abortion law in the Dominican Republic forcing women to put themselves at risk.
I see something weird. I don't see her breathing. I hit on the face and say, Rosie, Rosie, Rosie. She wouldn't answer me. My baby sister was dead.
The effort to get the Dominican Republic to relax its grip.
That's next on 18 Degrees North.
The preceding segment was brought to you by
Grace.
Tropical rhythms for the fun of life.
Even when we're overseas, away from home, Jamaicans are always on the go. But sometimes it's nice to just stop and relax a little. When the bank balance says that's a bad idea, it's good to know that now we can call home to loved ones who can send money quick and easy right from their living room. Global Access from First Global Bank is there for you so you can be there for your family, giving you online banking innovation with just a click. Transfer money internationally or to any commercial bank in Jamaica. Do cross-currency transfers, set up recurring payments, request managers' checks online, or view credit card statements. Whether you're managing money across the island or across the world, Global Access is perfect, so that as far as your family is concerned, you're perfect. Global Access from First Global Bank, the innovative way to manage your finances.
Grace Coconut Water presents A Few Seconds with the world's fastest woman.
When you step into the blocks, you've got to believe in yourself. Be yourself and always be good to yourself.
Life is fast. Hydrate well with Grace Coconut Water.
Exercise. You know him coming to line up alone. Bring in the Grace Frankfurters. Quick.
The race is going to start.
These events now. Reach.
There they go. Good start. Oh, circles up very, very well. Shelly Fraser Price has the lead. Simone Payne. Is on pace, but finishes.
How are you, boss?
Grace Frankfurters, Jamaica's favorite Frankfurters. Everybody is family.